In this lesson, you use the building massing to create the exterior shell of the building. You adjust the size of the massing and remake the walls to accommodate the massing changes. Then, after the shell is complete, you will create a camera view for a 3D perspective of the courtyard of the building. From the menu browser, select Open. Then, open the file RACUM03 Building Maker. Now, let's create floors by selecting Faces. In the project browser, under 3D Views, double-click 3D. Then, click the Massing and Site tab, and from the Conceptual Mass panel, click Show Mass. Zoom in to the building area. Then, from the Conceptual Mass panel, click the Model by Face drop-down and select Floor. We're going to use the Floor by Face command before adding walls because adding the walls first will make it difficult to select the floor faces in the mass. Select the second floor in the main building. Then, from the Multiple Selection panel, click Create Floor. Then, select the third floor and click Create Floor. Then, click Modify. Now let's create walls by selecting faces. From the Massing and Site tab, Conceptual Mass panel, click the Model by Face drop-down and select Wall. On the options bar, for Location Line, select Finish Face Interior. Then, select the outside faces of the building. Do not select the pavilion or the main building faces toward the courtyard. Then, on the Place Wall tab, Element panel, click the Type Selector drop-down and select Curtain Wall 1. Click the corner of the view cube to change your view and zoom in a little bit and select the courtyard faces of the main building and the pavilion faces. Then, click Modify. Now we will adjust the mass object height. Select the main building mass and use the controls to drag the height of the mass up. The exact height is not important. In the project browser, under Elevations, double-click South. Zoom into the building and click the Modify tab, and from the Edit panel, click Align. Then, zoom in so you can read the level labels and select the parapet level line. Then, select the top of the main building mass. Then, click Modify to end the Align command. Now go back to the 3D view and select the chain of walls by using the Tab key. Then, from the Model by Face panel, click Update to Face. Next, using the same method, update the curtain walls. Next, let's add a roof. Click the Massing and Site tab and click Model by Face, Roof. Select the top face of the main building and click Create Roof. Then click Modify, select the roof, and click the Element Properties drop-down and select Instance Properties. For level offset, enter -1 foot 6 inches and click OK. Then press Escape. Next, we'll create a perspective view. Open the Entry-Level Floor Plan view, and from the View tab, Create Panel, click the 3D View drop-down and select Camera. Then click outside of the building in the upper right corner to place the eye position of the camera. Then click below the lower left corner of the building to place the view target. Then use the controls of the crop boundary to adjust the view as required. And on the view control bar, select Model Graphics Style, Shading with Edges. Then click the Masking and Site tab, and on the Conceptual Mask panel, click the Show Mask button. To rename the view, in the project browser, right-click 3D View 1 and click Rename. Then type Building Courtyard and click OK. Then close the file, as this concludes this lesson.